How goes it, ladies and gentlemen? I wasn't too happy with the previous audio because I kept freaking breathing in like I was just gasping for air, so I'm trying to restart that and work on my breathing a little bit for presentation's sake. I apologize if this is going to be slow, but I need to try to be a little concise on this. So for everybody else, what you should be noticing is that the Call of Duty cycle is actually starting to amp up a little bit as per its yearly cycle. It's starting up again, and with this startup, we're hearing a lot of commentators, and I forgot what the term for this was, but a lot of commentators as well as consultants, there you go, pop up and say that, hey, we're actually paying some decent attention to this game and we want it to be the best Call of Duty. Cool, that's fine, check Raj, but you need to understand the audience in which you're talking to, especially if these guys are Call of Duty guys. I'm a Call of Duty old head myself. I've played from the original Modern Warfare 4 back in 2008 when I was still in high school, all the way to Black Ops 2, and then I clocked out until 2019, and since then I have remained clocked out because I saw what the market was doing, or at least I saw what the game was doing, and I wasn't all on board for it. You need to understand that when you're talking to these guys in Call of Duty, the last thing you should be trying to say with your chest puffed out is give the game a try. And the reason that I say that is because Call of Duty gamers in general, have been abused, misused, lied to, as well as fleeced by many developers post the golden age of gaming from 2008 to 2000, we'll say 12, 13. Yes, you have a couple of bangers in between, but those were kind of sort of getting few and far. But we have all of these happening to gamers, which increases the skepticism, which increases the animosity towards these developers. When you have a skeptical gamer, me personally, I kind of consider that a good thing because they're acting as if any person should. They are being skeptical about what they are buying into. They're in the process of saying, okay, cool, it's great that this is happening. Now I want you to show me, and when you show me, I want to try to get hands-on. There's no doubt in my mind that there's going to be a beta test weekend for Call of Duty down the line. Cool. Everybody will get their hands on then. So the whole notion of be patient and give it a try needs to, at this point, just die. We've been there, we've done it so many times, we've been lied about it so many times that a lot of us, I feel, just are in the mindset of just saying, shut up and just let me get the hands on the thing, at least as a sample, before I make a final decision. The most insulting thing to this, and I'm not calling anybody out, and if I didn't say it before, I want to reiterate, this video was not to start a beef. It is not to argue with a lot of people. It is not to call anybody a retard. It is just to tell them the bare bones of what, or not the bare bones, it is just to tell them what exactly is going on. The main piece of contention that I have when it comes to some of these commentators, and they know who they are, is when they go out on a limb and say that Call of Duty players are crazy because they know more about Call of Duty than what's going on in local government and local politics. I'm going to go ahead and shut that entire conversation right now and tell these people that you are extremely off base and you're out of touch if that's your current mindset on where you're at. The reason as to why many of us play video games, especially if it's coming from somebody like me who just came out of being politically brain rotted and actually trying to enjoy life again, minus all the depression, the reason we play these video games is to escape that political nonsense because it is baked into, unfortunately, everything that we goddamn do. We're still recovering from the recent political bullshit that just popped off in America, at least in America, where everybody has to say, we need to know your politics before we can even ordain to talk to you, which I think is utter nonsense. So when you tell me that I know more about Call of Duty than politics, my immediate response is, fuck you, don't tell me how I should enjoy my goddamn time. Hopefully you understand. Now, with that being said, do I believe people should be aware? Yes, people should be aware of local politics, they should be aware of federal politics, because it affects everything. However, it should not be the primary on your fucking off time. That being said, You need to remember the audience and whom you're talking to, because if this is the overall sentiment that they have, 9 times out of 10, it's probably a very good fucking reason that they have that sentiment. And this is through picking out all of the trolls. This is through picking out all of the purely negative people that want to see the game fail or the franchise fail. But if this is the grand sentiment of it, there is a reason for that. And you need to understand that. And yes, I understand you're trying to tell people to give the game a shot because it could be different. But again, they've been abused for so long, it's not like flipping off a switch. It's like an abusive relationship. There you go. It's not like flipping off a switch and all of a sudden everything is better and you can see the forest and the trees. No, it takes time to get over that. And in order to get over that, what you need to do, or rather what the developers need to keep in mind, is that they need to keep doing the best job that they could. Yes, they're on a game that some of them I understand will not care about. That doesn't mean that you need to stop giving a shit about your job. Just dot blank and simple, because it shows in the previous Call of Duties, especially Modern Warfare 3, they did not give a fuck about that job. And the end product shows, and at the end of the day, the developers got paid, they got your money, but we're out what we thought was going to be a good game, which is typically about 80 fucking bucks, thanks to prices rising. That's another thing that I want to address in the future, but that's not going to be here nor there. That's just my 2 cents on the matter. I understand where a lot of consultants and developers are coming from, but we are literally in the stage of, it's great that this is what they say, but A, you need to show me that's what you're doing, and B, you need to stick with what you're doing, and the most important part, C, I need hands-on in order to see that you are telling the truth before I even bother wasting any amount of breath, time, or dosh on it. Remember who you're talking to. There's a reason things are the way that they are. And that's just about it. That's all my time. Stay safe. Have a good one. Please, ladies and gentlemen, stay grounded for what you are. Be alert, be aware, and that's it. Stay safe.